So, hi everybody, this is Mandar from the Nudist Calendar, and today we have our first ever interview, and we have with us Eleanor from
Hello.
from the Naked Explorer, Philippines.
Hello, everyone.
So, Eleanor, tell us in brief about your journey into nudism. When did it start? Anything you would like to share from your, I mean, personal life? Which place was it? Philippines, or where did it start?
All right.
How did it start?
Okay. So, how did I start? The Naked Explorer, and then myself. Ooh.
Yourself. I mean, before getting into Naked Explorer.
Yeah. I have to think back. Well, I started like not wearing any underwear for years, and then I think 2013. Yeah, I changed my diet into paleo, and then while I did my research into this healthy lifestyle, I've learned that paleo is a back in caveman diet. So in the history of cavemen, there's no commercial products, and everything is raw, simple. And then I come across of other related to paleo is lifestyle, which is minimalism and environmentalism. So
Interesting.
gradually, being paleo, then I starting to adopt minimalism, and then get rid of all the things that I don't really use, and I don't really buy anything that I don't really need. And of course, understanding this kind of change in my lifestyle, I've learned that it also have impact in the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So then, of course, I realized that, wow, I have a lot of clothes and I don't really use them, right? And then I come across about nudism. I said like, oh, okay. So I don't really pay attention with that. So like, nah, I'm not gonna go into that, you know. And then
Interesting.
a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine, she told me, she just teased me, like, because I was in Sydney at that time, and she said, "There's a nude beach in there. Let's go." I said, like, no fucking way, like, no fucking way, I'm gonna do that.
How long
But
back?
then, when I returned back in Philippines, I had so much weight, and I feel heavy. And at that
Mm-hmm.
time, I was doing sunbathing, and then I said, "This is strap, my swimsuit. The strap, I cannot breathe." So I took it off because I don't wear underwear supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took off my top when I was in the swimming pool at that time. And that's how it started. So like,
In the
wow, it
Philippines.
feels so good.
Exactly.
Yeah, it feels so good because there's no straps that hindering me to breathe properly and move around as well. And that moment, it gives me an idea like why people think that topless and nudism is bad. So I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking all about this thing. And then as a Christian as well, I'm a born again Christian and Pentecostal. So I went through and looked in the Bible. If this
Mm-hmm.
really nudism is bad, I cannot find
Mm-hmm.
any verse that said
Okay.
so. So then I kept praying. I said, I can do something about this, changing the mindset of the people that everyone that don't know about nudism and naturism, they think that when you go nude, it's all about sex or you are under drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it gives me an idea that it's not always the case, right?
Right.
So then I said, okay, I used to work. in the hospitality, like 5-star hotels. So I look after the BVIPs. And back when I relocate back home in Philippines, I look after the expats community as well for years. So
Okay.
back then, I'm already traveling with them, doing hiking groups, events. And so I said, I have a business degree study. And
Okay.
I said, I'm done working for someone else, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I'm gonna do my own, you know, company. Like, and then I said, because I've learned when you do things, you have to do it with passion, right? You have to love what you do. And I said, what do I really
Exactly.
love to do, right? So I love to travel. So I
Exactly.
said,
Okay.
I love to travel. Then, so why not into travel? So that's how
Mm-hmm.
I get into a Naked Explorer. But then,
So that
because I
so
have a,
just
yeah.
pausing you for a while. So that would be the second question that I would come to.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, what I understand is that your interest in diet, that you said paleo diet, right? That
Yes,
caveman diet is what you begin with, and
correct.
um, while you were in Australia, right?
Yeah, because I kept traveling. I used to live in Australia for over 4 years.
Okay, to get some understanding, how long back was it? I mean, how many years back?
Oof. That moment that I come to realization, I think 2000, early 2008.
Okay,
Because
and what?
yeah, because I started my travel company somewhere 2008, but when
Your
I
company means which company? Before Naked Explorer, right?
what is it? Sorry.
Uh, what do you mean by travel company? Which one are you
Oh,
talking
the Naked
about?
Explorer.
Okay, okay.
I started 2008, but
Mm-hmm.
not really like what I do now. It's
Okay,
just like all ideas.
okay. I understand.
So I have a great experience of uh, transition from nah, I'm not going into that
Mm-hmm.
nudism, and now like yoo-hoo!
Okay, great.
I said like,
Okay.
no, I don't give a fuck what other people think. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want to encourage people, that it's so scary at first, really it is. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't even imagine myself I'm gonna go there. But here I am.
Great. So, what exactly is the Naked Explorer today?
Okay, so Naked Explorer today, um, we are offering tours, either for nudism, naturism, or non-nudism and naturism. So mainly the group tours is designed for naturists or nudists, but
Mm-hmm.
private one with individual or groups or couple, they can decide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
that's also for non-naturists.
it's both depends on the availability.
Okay.
But
So
we have already
there.
partnered some locations. So it's like I found two locations for the hiking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clothing optional is available depending on which day,
Okay.
because the here in especially like near Manila, the
Mm-hmm.
what you call this tourist. Not I don't find it tourist spot. Uh, because mainly
Okay.
it's local tourists there, so it's not like international one.
Mm.
But yeah, so these locations, mainly Saturday, Sunday, is always a lot of people. If we are mixing with all these other tourists that go into that location, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot just do, go nude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so we also have to respect other people in there, that they are not exposed in this kind of lifestyle, right? So
Right. Right.
imagine that someone that you don't know about this kind of lifestyle, you're terrified, right?
Mm, exactly.
So that's what, yeah, that's what my role is, to help everyone that, okay, for those individuals. So let's say, it's really, I'm very flexible, and I see a lot of uh, situation here in near Metro Manila. A lot of
Okay.
location like locals, often they're open-minded. It's just about how you present yourself, and
Mm,
also how you will communicate with them. That,
okay.
it's not just, you do your own thing because that's what you want to do. You have also to consider other people around you.
Respect the locals. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So, just a quick question. Did it ever happen that you were doing on a weekday with a secluded group and still you bumped into some textiles, or did ever any issue happen? Did you
Yes.
face,
Mm.
and did you have to deal with it?
So, because so far since I launched clothing optional for Naked Explorer, I think March this year, because tourism has been closed for since COVID time. So
Mm-hmm.
I restarting again to launching Naked Explorer for the clothing optional event. So it's only started like March. So
Okay.
there's already have people interested, but to put them together, it's quite challenging, because different days, different timing. Everyone is, they have their own schedules. So far we did not have events yet that actually happened, because
Okay.
for some situation, like recently we have a group, but then the weather did not permit
Mm-hmm.
the event,
I
because we
see.
have to ride a boat, and they have a typhoon, like took days to land there,
Mm-hmm.
but it did not really landed. It's just been raining and windy. So for safety reason, the boat was not allowed to cruise to the cove, so we have to cancel that thing.
Oh.
But I can speak for my personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
But for the group, no, I haven't happened yet, but hoping soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did not yourself, did you face any personal issues? Then let the question be this way.
For my
While you
personal
were exploring,
experience, did you
yeah,
mean?
on your personal
Mm,
tours, when you were yourself exploring the area in a naturist hike or something,
mm.
did you face issues ever by people who were there?
Yeah, so far none. Because what I've learned is it's all about you projecting yourself. Although maybe I have a really good shape,
Mm-hmm.
cannot deny, right?
Okay,
I have a good look.
so people don't
So
mind.
maybe that's another thing. But I've been observing, because I'm very observant person. So when I was
Mm-hmm.
already doing topless, so it's like in my condominium here in Manila, I can do topless at the pool, no problem.
Okay, in the place where you stay.
Yeah, in Manila, I
Mm.
live in a condominium, and I can do topless at the pool, no problem. Well, of course, if no one's around, it would be
Oh,
good. But even if there's around, I can do sunbathing topless, but I have to put my top if I'm going to swim.
okay,
But
okay. You
if there's
you mean you
nobody
can turn your
around,
back up? You can turn your back upwards, and then topless is okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
if no one's around, I can go swim, I can go sunbathing topless. And the staff don't
Oh.
mind, really. They don't harass me, or they don't treat me like, a slut or something. Because it's all about projecting ourselves. That's what I
Hmm.
always telling people, that you can have your clothes on, but if you acting like, disrespectful, then people will
Hmm.
disrespect you. Right? It's not
Hmm.
about
Right.
having clothes or no clothes. It's all about the behavior and how you
I
treat other
understand.
people.
Hmm. Very important point.
Yeah. So also, even when I was in the beach, I do topless as well, no problem. I can go
Which
there with
beach?
you.
Which beach in Philippines? Have you
Normally,
tried?
I go to the beach like not touristy area, so it's
Okay.
like very what you call that. Only local knows that area.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's really nice because for me, in my experience, when a place like especially like nature place, if it's not transformed into commercial, resorts, you feel
Mm-hmm.
the vibe that's really raw and it's really like close to nature. So I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm offering with Naked Explorer. Something
I
unique,
see.
something authentic, something
Mm-hmm.
raw. So you feel that the reason you are there is to connect with the nature.
Right.
Because you are there to feel like you are in the city, then you should just stay in the city, right?
Mm. Right, right. I'm
So
very
that's what
sure
I've
a lot of people
noticed.
like that.
Some have noticed some people, they don't understand the difference of having the comfort in the city. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you are in that, you know, in the forest or in the beach, you should connect with the nature. That's why
Right.
you are there.
I'm very sure among our followers also, we keep on conducting surveys. So I remember there are many people who had voted that they are minimalists
Hmm.
among our followers. Yeah. So to
Yeah.
all of them and to anybody who would like to know more about this tour provided by the Naked Explorer, and of course, I'm sure it has the secret hidden spots which Eleanor knows, and she would be very happy to take you there. So get in
Yeah.
touch with her.
Yeah. So
Okay.
with Naked Explorer, we don't offer a commercialized location. So it's like five
Mm-hmm.
star, 4 star, 3 star. There's no stars like star rated by by guests. We
Mm-hmm.
can give you million of stars
I
up in the
understand.
sky, especially like when you are in the location that very minimal lights because
Mm.
there's no electricity in that location. You can see the stars, even shooting stars you can
Yeah.
experience. It's really
Mm.
amazing if you really want to connect with the nature. So that's Naked Explorer is offering. We offer experience that you can be able to really enjoy and connect with the nature.
So
Because,
yeah.
yeah.
So how do you go to that place? I mean, what can we expect in that place? How is it look like? How does the place look like? There are stars and
So
you cross a
yeah,
river, right?
my favorite one is the one I'm offering in the summer. Is
Mm-hmm.
Beach Cove. I always go there. Oh my god.
Cove.
I would not go anywhere else because this is really paradise for me. And yeah, you can do clothing optional, no problem. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's the location, the beach club is private, is away from the rest of the tourist area. So nothing to be fear of, like the local is gonna, oh, why the local like police or like that authority hardly go there. And even if
Okay.
they go, what make
Mm-hmm.
fear, because you're not doing anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You're just there naked enjoying yourself.
So I'll come to a related question after this, but
Mm-hmm.
for now, you said there is a separate kind of secluded place from the main tourist area. So
Mm-hmm.
how far is that? And can the people who go for your tour, they have like basic facilities like something to
Yeah,
eat and drinking water and
yeah,
something. I mean some
everything.
fresh juices.
So this private beach cove that I partner with, you need to do a little hike, like 30 minutes hike, to go to the
Interesting.
main cove where there
Mm.
is the mainly local tourists go. But normally, local tourists go there like Saturday, Sunday. So
Okay.
our partner with the beach cove for summertime, facility is complete, but you have to expect that just basic facilities. Yeah, they have water, they have solar panels, electricity for the lights, and you can also charge some, gadgets.
Where you mean the place where you can be naked at that place?
Yeah, you have the option to have your clothes on because, yeah, even like
Oh, that's
I mentioned,
interesting.
non-tourists, uh, naturist or nudist, you are welcome if you are interested to, embracing this kind of lifestyle. But you don't have to go nude the moment you join,
Hmm.
because I can understand that it's all about willingness and the comfort that doing things the way you want it.
Right.
So I always suggest that feel comfortable. You can watch and see people how they behave, and then pick up from there. And then once you are comfortable, then do and strip your clothes on, or until
So
you are right.
okay, so is it a place? I mean, when you reach there, you are talking about a place where you have some accommodation.
Yeah, you have a choices. Either you have your tent, or we provide the tent.
Wow.
So the tour
Okay.
package is already included with the tent.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to upgrade, there's like a Nipa hut accommodation. You just pay extra with that. Yeah.
Okay.
And we also have now the other new location for the rainy season. This one is a little island, but surrounded by lake, not beach.
Hmm.
So the
That's
same.
great.
This one they have a facility, basic one, solar energy, because it's a little island, right? So
Solar energy, great. Hmm.
it is, and the good thing as well for our location that we offered is there's no internet,
Oh, okay.
because we uh I mean, for me, when you are disconnected from
Mm-hmm.
this city life, you can really
Hmm.
feel that moment for yourself,
Hmm.
because you have nothing else to make you busy but to busy for yourself. And
Right.
also, when you are disconnected with the internet, it's a good thing. It's like a detoxification,
Hmm.
because internet, it emits radiation.
Yep.
So this radiation, when we are a little bit of radiation is okay, but when excessive, then that's when these people starting to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get a headache, and dizzy, kind of. But people, they don't know this thing. So as a
Right.
health coach, I'm a holistic health coach as well. So I know all
Okay.
these things. So what I'm offering with the Naked Explorer is not just tour, but also a
Hmm.
lifestyle and a wellness, that when you do things like joining our tours, it's not just traveling, but also to uh, you know uh, re-energize yourself, disconnecting from all this toxic in the city.
Right. So, Eleanor, we have one question from Nick Naturist.
All
His
right.
question is, what is the best time to visit there? Very, very nice question.
Ooh.
A month. Can you specify a month? Which is the best month to go?
So best month for some people that like no interruption of like weather interruption. Summer is good, because especially like for us, when we're offering the beach cove, like recently we have to cancel because of the weather. So
Right.
summer, no problem in terms of weather.
Like right now, August.
So the summertime here is between March to May. June is uncertain already. So because June is starting to rain and
Okay.
possible typhoon. So to be really safe, March to May.
Okay. March to May when the rain has not started.
So that is the summer, completely like
Hmm.
really like dry. I mean, not really like dry as really hot, because we are in tropical weather.
Tropical. Right. Right.
Mm.
Hmm.
But some people, like
Okay.
for me, I love rain.
Hmm.
So especially
Yeah.
like in the rainforest. It's so nice
Rainforest.
to feel the rain.
Right.
You can smell the the leaves, the trees, the earth when it's moist, when it's wet. It is the smell is different when
Right.
it's dry, like summer.
So you plan to be open, I mean, your tour would be open during August and
Yeah,
September during
yeah.
this
So
these
we only
months as
started this
well.
year. We only started this year because only recently
Mm-hmm.
I have able to partner with new venues. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like waterfalls is really good for rainy season because
Waterfalls,
yeah.
right.
So and this is one thing as well. I also try to make people understand that oh, when it's rainy season, you feel bad, you don't like rain. I said no, because
Mm-hmm.
there's no rain, there's no waterfalls.
Yeah,
You cannot
yeah,
enjoy the
yeah.
waterfalls without rain.
Waterfalls are a great attraction.
And
Definitely,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
then rainforest. That's why they call it
Mm,
rainforest because this
right,
forest only become so alive when it's rain. You know,
yeah,
when it get wet. So
right,
that's why it's called rainforest.
right, right.
Yeah. So this
So,
is I'm also educating people that you have to learn to adapt with
mm,
between summer and the wet season. They always have good things. Depends of your
right,
understanding, and it depends of how you're gonna embrace the change.
right, right. I understand that you have to experience it to actually feel it, and then probably you are going to love it
Correct.
for the newbies.
Yeah. I have also
Uh,
found another partner. It's also a beach, but it's not
mhm.
like Island Cove. But this one is big one. So I really need a big group to really book the entire resort exclusively for clothing optional.
Okay. So I understand that you have partnerships with venues, and that's how you basically operate, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
And I'm
So,
so happy. Like I'm really really happy that like this time,
mm,
because back then I'm having trouble to really convince the resort, the location to partner with me because you know
mhm.
people they are not into nudism and naturism. But now, oh my gosh, it's really there. So like, okay, let's do it. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's
I have found
interesting.
4 venues this time for the rainy season.
Okay, so that brings my next question, Eleanor.
Sure.
So you are saying that the resorts are kind of agreeing to partner with you. They are very excited, and from what you have told, I understand that the people, the society is also accepting, kind of. What about the legal angle? Uh, my basic question is, what does the Philippines law say about nudism?
Hmm. Yeah, so I already done my research,
Hmm.
including the legality. Um, there's no such law that prohibits nudism in public,
Okay. Hmm.
provided the public area is designed for nudism and clothing optional. We have already in Philippines nude resort in the farm. It's not the beach. Is located in the farm area. They have their swimming pool. It's up north of Manila. So yeah, it's
Is
not
it is it run
illegal.
by you, or somebody, some other owner, somebody else business,
Oh yeah, it's a different business.
different business? Okay, okay.
Mm.
So you are saying the law doesn't say anything specifically about it, provided that you
There's
have
no
designated
law.
areas.
There's
There
no
is
law
no.
prohibits
Okay,
unless, of course, if you are in the city running around naked, then it's of course it's
definitely.
illegal, right?
Mm-hmm. But
But I
then
mean,
what does the law say about, like, are there any beaches which are designated in the Philippines,
we do.
or
Also, there's in Philippines we have a nude beach, but there's no resort. A few beaches in the Philippines, you can go nude, but
are
there's no
those
resort there. There's no facility.
no,
So
are these designated beaches, or just they're tolerated? I mean, just people
what
tolerate, they don't say anything.
what do you
What kind of it
mean
is?
designated? What can you
Designated means
please?
legal, naturist beaches.
Yes, it's
Like we have
well, it's
none
not
in,
really
like in
what I mean.
India we
It's
have
not really
no.
like legal, but it's acceptable.
Okay, so the tolerated ones, right?
Yeah,
Just like we have in India, it's similar
yeah.
in that way.
Because in Philippines, the arrangement for some lands or beach property or islands mostly is privately owned.
Hmm. Okay,
So
so so
unlike when I
far,
was in Australia, I've learned mostly like public beach, like this massive beach area is owned by government.
hmm,
So
right,
that's why a lot of resorts is like away from the
main
beach
cities.
shore. Yeah, and a lot of regulation, But here in Philippines is completely different because a lot of islands here in beach resort, they are privately owned by individuals.
So these privately owned resorts are the only places which, I mean, officially conduct these. They have these naturist venues. Am I correct?
So one of these this one resort is already existing up north is privately owned, but of course they also have to apply for licensing from the government.
Okay,
Right.
okay. But government would be providing the license. They won't. I mean,
No,
there should not be an issue.
you can find it on the internet. How did she go through with the licensing? She said at
What?
first she was hesitant that the government might not approve,
Hmm.
but said no problem.
Okay. Do you mind telling what is the name? Because I'm very sure our people, the followers, would be
Uh,
interested to know.
I'm not. I forgot, but I will send it to you the info later.
Okay, okay. No problem.
Oh, but
Okay,
my partner, no, they don't have license to
okay.
conduct the tourism. But of course, they already have license as a resort, but not specific because the resort is not designed for nudism.
Okay,
Only for me, only in my tours.
okay, okay.
Because it's different when you apply for licensing, then you have to operate
Hmm.
7 days a week,
Right.
360 days. But then they will only do clothing option only for me.
Mhm. Okay, I get it. Okay, so that makes me understand that you also do not have any government permission as of now. Are you going to apply it? Apply for it? Do you have any plans?
Uh, I don't. I don't really need to apply because here in Philippines, once you have a business permit, you just do your normal thing. You don't have to really specific like what you call this specified specifically
Hmm.
because I'm not my travel company is not just solely designed for nudists and naturists as I mentioned, right?
Right.
I'm also designing tours for non-naturists and nudists.
So is the Naked Explorer registered
Yeah,
business
yeah, it's
or
registered.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
When did
registered.
you register it?
Sorry.
When was it
Oh, back
registered?
in 2008.
Okay,
Because
okay, okay.
you have
I
to
understand.
reserve the name, the name of
Hmm.
the company. Because when I was in DTI, there's already
Hmm.
have own the name, but the name is not operating as actual business. So
Okay.
yeah,
You registered the name back in 2008. That's what
yeah.
you were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. That will bring me to the next question.
Oh,
So, uh, you said you have so far not have you did not have any like full-fledged like proper meetups. So, so far you did not have any attendees. Your personal events you might have done something before this, maybe with the
yeah.
expats.
Um, I've been doing a lot. I already did tours,
Hmm.
many tours already since 2015, I think, but with the
Okay.
expat community. So I did a lot of beach tours and hiking tours with the expats.
Okay.
But it's
So
outside.
who?
travel company.
They are from which countries mostly?
Which country? What different nationalities all over the
Like,
world. Yeah.
do you have Indians by any chance?
Oh yeah, yeah. And we also have Filipinos joining the community, mainly Filipinos that they love to travel or they have worked overseas. So kind of that. So for me, dealing with different nationalities is my expertise. And even like
Great.
with the standard of service, I have a very high standard of service because
Mm-hmm.
that's my background. I mean, my work background. Yeah.
I'm very sure that this experience that you have is going to be very useful when you take it forward.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah. So, can you share some details on the like the age groups of people, the gender ratio, etc. The
Mm.
con
Mm.
something. I mean, who have
Um,
attended? How many percentage were Filipino nationals? If you could share some
um,
figures.
in my experience, like with the expats community, they're all working professionals. Uh,
Yeah.
mm, yeah, mix is the same amount of like the females in male.
Oh,
Um,
that's surprising.
yeah. It really depends. But then if I will sum up all my tours that I have
Yeah,
uh,
on an average, if you can
arranged,
say something.
there's no I cannot tell that more male or more female. They are just
Is it
balanced.
because okay, is it because they were all couples?
No, mostly with our expats is uh, individuals.
Okay.
They don't bring their partners. They have some occasion, but very very few, very seldom it happens.
Hmm.
Yeah, with the expats community that I looked after here, they're all professionals, working professionals.
Okay. Hmm.
So age, oof, ranging 30s to 50s.
Okay.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. 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 Somebody from our viewers is
Mm.
asking, is there any job opportunities for Indians in your resort? I think he means the tour.
I would not mind, but then if you have a permit to work here, then yeah, because soon
Hmm.
I will be looking for someone to work with me in the Naked Explorer.
Oh, interesting. Nick Naturist, you should take a note. Okay.
Yeah, I would not mind
Hmm.
foreigners to work with me,
Hmm.
but you have to have a permit to work here
Right.
because I don't have time to deal with that thing, you know.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right. They have to arrange their permit and then they can apply.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, okay, let's move to the next question then.
Okay.
Um, so, if I have to sum up the scenario in Philippines, the I have to draw some comparison to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we compare with India in one hand, and if we compare with Australia,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that the social response or acceptance is a bit better than what we have in India in Philippines, because you
Mm-hmm.
said that a lot of things like living top free sometimes in your society, right? In
Mm-hmm.
where the place where you live in your residence is kind
Mm-hmm.
of okay.
Yeah.
So in India, I won't say that is like acceptable, but in touristy places, yeah, like in Goa, there are certain places, resorts where nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems situation is better there. In the case of law, similarly in India,
Mm-hmm.
we also have nothing specific, but things are like everybody is kind of scared. It's not clear.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is better in the Philippines, like based on what I understand. Then my question is, what exactly is stopping Philippines, like in the field of naturism? Why isn't it blooming like in Thailand, for example?
Oh yeah, the very good question.
Yes.
Um, I guess it depends on the in charge of the tourism in authority here in Philippines. You know, so it's like what mentioned earlier. I'm having a hard time to partner with resort location back then before COVID time. But then
Mm-hmm.
suddenly things change.
Mm.
I would have to say that religion, Catholic specifically,
Okay.
has massive influence with the politics here in Philippines. But then during COVID time, all these, you know, even until now, they have exposures of truly happening inside the Catholic churches. And then, so then, in my observation,
Mm-hmm.
Catholic Church here, the influence has gone down.
Okay.
And a lot of Filipinos now are shifting from Catholic to born again Christians.
Okay.
And for me, I guess is back then is the religion that
Okay.
really have influence to hinder the chances of embracing naturism in Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And if you will compare in Thailand, because I traveled a lot in Thailand back then before COVID, it's easy to move around in
Mm.
Thailand from one place to another place. But Philippines, my gosh,
Okay.
so much.
Okay.
If you're not smart enough to
Mm-hmm.
figure out things yourself and not hesitate to ask local for direction, you will be okay. Otherwise, you will completely lost because there's no names on the streets.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
App, there's no internet. Some places to look at
Mm.
your Google Map.
I
You know,
see.
yeah. So that's also a problem here. I guess the tourism authority in Philippines, they are in different kind of focus.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean tourism in Philippines is just starting to boom now.
Okay. Mm. Lot of things. They have a lot to catch up then.
So yeah,
Mm.
so that's what my idea of. I'm the first one, and I think I have to say I'm very brave to
Mm.
initiate naturism and nudism here in Philippines.
Mm.
But I have a purpose,
Mm.
and which is a positive purpose. Not just you go nude in there and then that's it. I'm also advocating for healthy naturism.
Mm.
So you go nude in there is because it's good for your health and it's good for the environment.
Very true.
So this is
And
what
it's
and I'm hoping the Philippine authority, the tourism, come and get to know me and we can talk.
mm-hmm. Okay. So I think it's a very nice time that, as you said, the tourism industry is still booming, and if you do the right thing in the right way, then
Mm.
you would get the good share, because the volume of tourism is small as compared to Thailand, let's say. So you could grab the attention
Yeah,
of the tourists from the other countries,
yeah. When I
right?
say Philippines is booming now, because when the 30s time, they did a lot of infrastructures like roads, the train rail track. They already all renewed all these infrastructures. So that's what I mean, that Philippines is booming now because it's becoming easy now to move around. Well, I mean, it's not that easy like compared to Thailand, but we are getting there.
Mhm. So, do you
Yeah.
think that an association of naturism in the Philippines would help? Because, as you said, there is a need of somebody to talk to the authorities, to the government, or to the stakeholders who are um dealing with the tourism. I mean, do you
Mhm.
think that would help? Like, there is a very active and present association in Thailand, which is like taking the lead in the entire Southeast Asia, the NAT, Naturist Association Thailand, and I have
Yeah.
personally been to their
Mhm.
NetCon this year. So I really believe that they are doing a great job. Do you think does Philippines have an association or
No, we
no?
don't have. We don't
Oh,
have.
okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's my goal of creating a community
Hmm.
for naturism in Philippines, and then we'll see how we're gonna start from there.
Okay. So quickly moving to the next question,
All right.
Eleanor, what do you see in the next 6 months or 2 years down the line? As I mean, as far as the Naked Explorer is concerned, what are your goals?
Ooh, I have a goal, but I mean, now the question is the implementation.
Hmm.
So I already did my business plan, all this thing, but now it's just making it into action. This
Right.
time is a rainy season until February. So
Okay.
it's like at the moment we have a typhoon again approaching the Philippines. So
Oh,
yeah, the weather until February is unpredictable. So I'm not really confident that we can do a lot of tours, but we never know. Yeah.
okay. And what about next year? Anything specific? I mean, anything more
Yeah,
you have plans in
I'm
mind?
excited for the
What?
summer. I'm
Okay.
excited for the summer because a lot of people now are getting to know the Naked Explorer,
Hmm.
and I'm really surprised that a lot of my inquiries are Filipino.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I
very
have
nice.
some like
Hmm.
Americans, like numbers from US, like, wow, how did you get to know my travel company?
Okay.
And it's really exciting. So yeah, I'm hoping by summer, March, that would be
Hmm.
amazing. That would be great. Yeah.
I'm sure you would get more Indian queries also after this interview, after we get it
Oh
published.
yeah, yes, yes. I also have some Indian inquiry, even back
Hmm.
then before COVID time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Great. So, okay, to come to the last part of the interview, so how do people who are interested to join in your events, how do they connect with you? What is the best way to approach?
Yeah. Yeah. It's better to connect with us through Instagram or Facebook. But if they are on LinkedIn, we are also in LinkedIn. But we are more active on Instagram and Facebook.
So,
And yeah, they can also the more information about the tours is on the website. But in terms of if you have any inquiry or question, just message us on Instagram or Facebook.
yeah,
And if they want to message us, stay in that mode of communication. Like if you contact us through Instagram, stay there. Don't
makes
contact
sense.
us in
Yeah,
WhatsApp or Facebook
yeah. I feel that we
because the
also have,
confusion.
yeah. It leads to a lot of confusions.
Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, so how do they get a confirmation of the event? Because suppose
Yeah. So
I'm an Indian traveler and I have in mind, okay, I want to go to somewhere in Southeast Asia. I have been to Thailand, maybe this time Vietnam or Philippines. So I will
yeah,
have to make my reservations
true.
accordingly, right?
So
So
so my website is
how do I make sure that okay, when I go to Philippines, I'll definitely be able to get a booking at Naked Explorer.
mm, yeah.
How do I make a confirmation?
Yeah, so in my website, it's very limited to really make the booking online. So I don't have the option that when you click booking and then that's it, you can tell whether if it's gonna move like push through with the tours or not. I don't have the option in the website. It's really I'm not happy.
Okay.
So how you can like know if the tour is gonna push through? Just keep in contact with us through Instagram, Facebook. We have also WhatsApp.
Okay.
So
So people
the
can talk to
arrangement
you.
is like this one. When you are interested, you message us, and then we reserve the spots for you. Depends on how many numbers you wanna book, and then we only be able to confirm when we have accumulate the minimum at least depends on the tour. So it's like now with the rainy season we have we need at least five to push through
Five
that place.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will keep in contact with either the Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp, and then we will let the person know that okay, we are good to go. Then you are required to pay for the prepayment, because when we make the reservation, we don't require payment yet.
Okay. So when does the payment happen?
When we have the minimum at least 5 packs, depends on the tours.
Oh,
We always
okay.
inform the person who make the inquiry, but okay, with this date in this tour we need at least like this. So at the moment, let's say we have 2 and yours, so like 3 or 4, then we need another 1, and then I will get back to you, and then
Okay. Okay, Eleanor. So we are almost done with the set of questions.
thank you
Let's
so
ask if
much, Mandar.
Thank you so much for telling us so many things about Philippines, your own experience and the journey with the Naked Explorer. I'm sure a lot of people got to know a lot of things. Okay, Eleanor, it
Thank you,
was.
Mandar.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure hosting you.
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great Sunday.
Bye.
Bye bye.